One of our users has asked for some guidance on how to use block symbols that are available on the internet, and they're in the form of a file called a DWG file. The file format DWG is owned by Autodesk, who are the publishers of AutoCAD, and it's a tight format and changes every year. So how do you take a DWG file that you can download from the internet and put it into the gCADPlus environment, as you see here? Here's one of various bins and so on. So how are we going to do that? Well, I suggest that you download and install a tool called the ODA tool, or Open Design Alliance tool, and get the latest version, because that'll enable handling the latest version of that DWG file format that we mentioned. I've set a couple of folders on my C drive, CODA in and out. I've ticked this recurse folders and this audit box. I've set my input file format. The files coming in are DWG, and importantly, the output version is going to be 2000 ASCII DXF. ASCII is just a text file format, and 2000 is a format that's well back, and it's a very simple definition of a drawing exchange file, which is what DXF stands for. Once I've set it up, I'll click Start, and progress is very, very quick. And what I'll now do is swing to my Explorer, and let's have a look at that particular out folder. Well, here's our ODA in folder with some drawing files with that extension DWG. And if we come back here to the out folder, now we have the same file names but in DXF format. And what we're then going to do is bring, let's say, the furniture one into this environment. Notice there's one called benches. There's 2 megabytes in size. That may be because the original DWG was a 3D model. So we can start gCADPlus. We'll go File and New, and we'll take the default option. Now we use File and DXF Tools and DXF In. There's a DXF In command, so you can type it at the keyboard. And let's bring in, we've had a look at that garbage one, let's bring in the outdoor furniture. So we click Open, and in goes the furniture. If you notice it, our DXF In command tries to get or make a layer called DWG, but if we, so that's a layout space that we're looking at now. And if we go to Model, there is our model. So there's some barbecues and lilos and other plants and things, and we've been through this before and put some of these, now that they are converted into gCADPlus format, which has an extension LCD. You'll find them in our block library, but it does take a little bit of work. So that's the procedure that you would adopt, and you might use it commonly when you get a DWG drawing from a surveyor or architect where there is a base plan of the site. So that's a very useful way of using that import facility. gCADPlus does have an open DXF, but I'd recommend you do it this way rather than open the DXF file directly. So get yourself into the default environment, then use the DXF In command. I hope that's answered our user's question.